From biplanes to the first operational jets, Britain fielded an extraordinary range of combat aircraft during World War II. Today we're covering every British fighter, attack aircraft, light and medium bomber, and combat reconnaissance plane that saw service, 31 types that helped win the war.
Biplane fighters. Let's begin with biplane fighters. Gloucester Gladiator. Gloucester Gladiator, 747 produced. RAF's last biplane fighter, entering service February 1937. Bristol Mercury, 9 radial engine, 840 horsepower, 257 miles per hour maximum speed. Armed with 4.303-inch Browning machine guns. Enclosed cockpit distinguished it from predecessors. Famous for Malta's defense, legendary 3-aircraft stand. Obsolete but tough, effective against Italian opposition. Gloucester Gauntlet. Gloucester Gauntlet, 228 built. Already obsolete by 1939, served primarily as advanced trainer. Bristol Mercury, 6-engine, 645 horsepower, 230 miles per hour, 2.303-inch machine guns. Last open cockpit RAF fighter. Relegated to training and secondary roles, preparing pilots for monoplane transition. Monoplane fighters. Moving on to monoplane fighters. Supermarine Spitfire. Supermarine Spitfire, 20,334 produced. Britain's most famous fighter, served throughout the war. Rolls-Royce Merlin and Griffon engines, 1,030 to 2,050 horsepower. Speed ranged 370 to 440 miles per hour across variants. 8.303-inch guns, or mixed cannon armament. Elliptical wings, exceptional handling. Battle of Britain legend remains unmatched. Hawker Hurricane. Hawker Hurricane, 14,487 built. True backbone of Battle of Britain, accounting for majority of German kills in 1940. Rolls-Royce Merlin engine, 1,030 horsepower, 340 miles per hour. 8.303-inch guns, or 4 20mm cannons. Fabric-covered wings, easy field repair. Rugged, reliable, incredibly robust workhorse. Hawker Typhoon. Hawker Typhoon, 3,330 produced. Initially high-altitude interceptor, found true calling as devastating low-level fighter bomber. Napier Sabre 2A engine, 2,180 horsepower, 412 miles per hour. 4 20mm cannons plus rockets. Tore apart German armor on Western Front. Massive, brutal ground attack platform. Hawker Tempest. Hawker Tempest, 1,702 built. One of fastest piston fighters, 435 miles per hour maximum. Napier Sabre 2 engine, 2,180 horsepower, 4 20mm cannons. Countered German V-1 flying bombs effectively. Refined Typhoon design, exceptional high-speed performance. Arrived 1944, dominated late war skies. Westland Whirlwind. Westland Whirlwind, only 116 produced. Promising design hampered by engine development issues. Twin Rolls-Royce Peregrine engines, 885 horsepower each, 360 miles per hour. 4 20mm cannons concentrated in nose, devastating firepower. Advanced for its time, limited service ground attack role. Boulton Paul Defiant. Boulton Paul Defiant, 1,064 built. Revolutionary turret fighter concept, ultimately flawed. Rolls-Royce Merlin 3 engine, 1,030 horsepower, 304 miles per hour. 4.303-inch guns in dorsal turret. Failed daylight operations, achieved limited success as night fighter early blitz. Unique but problematic design. Jet fighters. Continuing with Britain's first operational jet, Gloucester Meteor. Gloucester Meteor, 210 wartime production. Britain's only operational jet fighter in WW2, entering service July 1944. Twin Rolls-Royce Welland turbojets, 1,700 pounds thrust each, 415 miles per hour. 4 20mm cannons. Arrived too late for major impact, signaled revolutionary technology shift. Heavy and night fighters. Next up, heavy and night fighters. Bristol Beaufighter. Bristol Beaufighter, 5,928 produced. Nicknamed Whispering Death, versatile heavy twin-engine fighter. Twin Bristol Hercules engines, 1,670 horsepower each, 320 miles per hour. 4 20mm cannons, 6.303-inch guns. Excelled night fighting, torpedo bombing, anti-shipping strikes. Legendary Pacific Theater performance. De Havilland Mosquito. De Havilland Mosquito, 7,781 total, all variants. Wooden Wonder, plywood construction, exceptional speed. Twin Rolls-Royce Merlins, 1,230 horsepower each, 408 miles per hour. 4 20mm cannons, 4.303-inch guns, fighter version. Night fighter, pathfinder, bomber, reconnaissance. Unmatched versatility, nothing else like it. De Havilland Hornet. De Havilland Hornet, approximately 60 wartime. One of fastest propeller aircraft ever, 472 miles per hour. Twin Rolls-Royce Merlins, 2,030 horsepower each. 4 20mm cannons. Developed late-war long-range fighter, barely missed combat. Incredible performance. Arrived too late to matter. Fleet Air Arm Fighters. Now looking at Fleet Air Arm Fighters. Supermarine Spitfire. Supermarine Spitfire, 2,556 produced. Navalized Spitfire for carrier operations. Rolls-Royce Merlin and Griffin engines, 352 to 420 miles per hour. 2 20mm cannons, 4.303-inch guns. Superior speed and agility. Narrow landing gear made carrier operations notoriously difficult for pilots. Ferry Firefly. Ferry Firefly, 1,702 built. 2-seat carrier fighter, essential Pacific Theater. Rolls-Royce Griffin 2B engine, 1,730 horsepower, 316 miles per hour. 4 20mm cannons, renowned for long-range, powerful armament. Extensive action against Japanese in final conflict stages. Ferry Fulmar. Ferry Fulmar, 600 produced. 2-seat naval fighter adapted from battle. Rolls-Royce Merlin 8-engine, 1,080 horsepower, 280 miles per hour. 8.303-inch machine guns. Somewhat slow, but endurance made it useful for long-range patrols over sea. Blackburn Skua. Blackburn Skua, 192 built. Early Fleet Air Arm fighter-dive bomber combination. Bristol Perseus 12-engine, 890 horsepower, 225 miles per hour. 4.303-inch guns. Achieved distinction as first British aircraft shooting down German plane in World War II. Blackburn Rock. Blackburn Rock, 136 produced. Carrier version of flawed turret fighter concept. Bristol Perseus 12-engine, 890 horsepower, 194 miles per hour. 4.303-inch turret guns. Poor performance, quickly relegated to secondary duties. Defensive turrets ineffective on fast fighters. Blackburn Firebrand. Blackburn Firebrand, 220 built. Heavily armed, single-seat strike fighter designed late war. Bristol Centaurus, 9-engine, 2,520 horsepower, 350 miles per hour. 4 20mm cannons. missed major action, showcased Britain's commitment to powerful naval strike aircraft. Light bombers. Moving to light bombers. Bristol Blenheim. Bristol Blenheim, 4,422 UK production. Fast, modern light bomber at war start. Twin Bristol Mercury, 15 engines, 920 horsepower each, 285 miles per hour. 5.303-inch guns, 1,000 pounds bombs. Courageous early European service. Vulnerability issues led to frontline replacement. Ferry Battle. Ferry Battle, 2,185 produced. Suffered devastating losses during Battle of France 1940. Rolls-Royce Merlin, 1 engine, 1,030 horsepower, 257 miles per hour. 2.303-inch guns, 1,000 pounds bombs. Too slow, lightly armed for modern battlefield. Transitioned to training roles. Torpedo bombers. Continuing with torpedo bombers. Ferry Swordfish. Ferry Swordfish, 2,396 built. Slow, obsolete biplane achieving spectacular successes. Bristol Pegasus, 1 IIM, 3 engine, 690 horsepower, 138 miles per hour. 2.303-inch guns, 1 18-inch torpedo. Famously crippled Italian fleet at Taranto, German battleship Bismarck. Truly legendary performance. Ferry Albacore. Ferry Albacore, 800 produced. Designed as Swordfish successor, offered marginal improvements. Bristol Taurus, 12 engine, 1,065 horsepower, 161 miles per hour. 3.303-inch guns, 1 torpedo. Served alongside predecessor, torpedo bomber and mine layer Mediterranean operations. Ferry Barracuda. Ferry Barracuda, 2,602 built. Britain's first monoplane torpedo bomber. Rolls-Royce Merlin, 32 engine, 1,640 horsepower, 228 miles per hour. 2.303-inch guns, 1 torpedo. Achieved notoriety crippling German battleship Tirpitz during Operation Tungsten, 1944. Medium bombers. Next, medium bombers. Vickers Wellington. Vickers Wellington, 11,461 produced. Beloved Wimpy, unique geodetic structure absorbed incredible punishment. Twin Bristol Pegasus or Hercules engines, 235 to 255 miles per hour. 4,500 pounds bomb load. Formed Bomber Command backbone during crucial early night bombing offensive phase. Armstrong Whitworth Whitley. Armstrong Whitworth Whitley, 1,814 built. Mainstay of early Bomber Command operations. Twin Rolls-Royce Merlin X engines, 1,075 horsepower each, 222 miles per hour. 7,000 pounds bomb load. Rugged medium bomber, later adapted pathfinding and clandestine supply drops. Handley Page Hampton. Handley Page Hampton, 1,430 produced. Nicknamed Flying Panhandle due to narrow fuselage. Twin Bristol Pegasus 18 engines, 1,000 horsepower each, 265 miles per hour. 4,000 pounds bombs. Fast but crews hated cramped conditions. Extensive service early bombing campaign. Avro Manchester. Avro Manchester, only 209 built. Transitional aircraft famous for persistent engine trouble. Twin Rolls-Royce Vulture engines, 1,760 horsepower each, 265 miles per hour. 10,350 pounds bomb load. Despite mechanical woes, basic airframe refined into legendary 4-engine Lancaster. Bristol Buckingham. Bristol Buckingham, 119 produced. Designed fast medium bomber replacing Blenheim. Twin Bristol Centaurus, 11 engines, 2,520 horsepower each, 330 miles per hour. 4,000 pounds bombs. Arrived too late frontline bomber use. Converted almost entirely high-speed transport duties. Reconnaissance. Finally, combat reconnaissance aircraft. Westland Lysander. Westland Lysander, 1652 built. Short takeoff and landing liaison aircraft. Bristol Mercury, 12 engine, 870 horsepower, 212 miles per hour. 3.303-inch guns. Famous for dangerous clandestine missions, slipping agents in and out of occupied Europe under darkness cover. Taylorcraft Auster. Taylorcraft Auster, 1604 military production. British equivalent of U.S. Army Grasshopper. Lycoming 0290 engine, 130 horsepower, 130 miles per hour. Unarmed observation aircraft. Tiny high-wing design used for artillery spotting and battlefield reconnaissance across Western Front. Percival Proctor. Percival Proctor, 1143 produced. Reliable three-seat communications and radio training aircraft. De Havilland Gypsy Queen 2 engine, 210 horsepower, 160 miles per hour. Widely used by Royal Air Force, teaching navigation and general flying skills throughout the conflict. From the last biplane Gladiators to Britain's first operational jet Meteor, these 31 aircraft types represent an extraordinary technological leap compressed into 6 brutal years. The Spitfire and Hurricane saved Britain in 1940. The Wellington and Mosquito struck back at night. The Swordfish and Barracuda dominated the seas. From 747 Gladiators to over 20,000 Spitfires, British industry produced the aircraft that helped secure Allied victory.